What's going on, my friends? I'm live here from Santana Regional Park in Corona, California. I often come here, in fact, every day, multiple times a day, sometimes. And I come here to just get the amazing view of the region. I come here for the wind. I come here, the flag is right next to me, right there. The masjid is right across the street. The let me rephrase that. The approved place of worship, the approved state approved house of worship, which is a non-profit 501c3. It's not really a mosque. See, a mosque, a masjid means certain things. That's not a mosque. That is a non-profit corporation. All right, the real temple is right here. This is the temple. The temple, you are the temple of the divine. You are the word of God. In Hebrew, there's what, 22 letters of God, and the Muslims believe that the Quran is the word of Allah, right? So what is the word exactly? Like, then you look at the language of you say it's the word of God, so then those words have power, right? The mosque, the non-profit organization, churches and temples here that are official, they're not going to teach you the deeper metaphysics of reality. See that rabbit? Do you think that mother rabbit or father rabbit, whatever, and the baby rabbit, they get taught through what? Through their DNA, through their innate nature. They don't have to be in institute. They don't have to be molded. They're naturally learned. So yeah, so here's a finger, and there's a black lives matter. It was an organization started by George Soros, and now it's almost like a planned release valve. Okay, so you cause a problem, right? You cause a problem, you stage something, the public goes crazy, they have this organization they're part of, Black Lives Matter, and which was set up by George Soros, a philanthropist, Kabbalist, and something bad happens, and then you protest with this group, and all your energy is gone. Your creative energy is gone. The energy that creates change and real change in your reality, you use it up in making stupid signs and protesting and honking horns and all this bullshit. Because the emotion triggered you to put your energy of that emotion into this organization. That's why these protests are stupid. They're useless. It doesn't do anything. It does not do anything. Actually, it attracts people that on purpose want to damage your reputation. I would say 90% of people here at this protest are white. Okay, not black. You know what? I'm not going to say white. I'm going to say non-black. 90%. Mix of Hispanic, Asian, white. Which is fine. You know, I do believe in justice and all that. But I'm saying is, this is not the way to do it. This is just a way that your energy gets taken. Watch, and a week from now, all this is going to be gone, but it's going to be still talked about. All this kind of protest and all that stuff, it's going to be gone. unless this is the new normal, right? Always having protests every week, some kind of new protest going on. Maybe that's going to be the new normal. And then that'll give them justice. That'll give them real reason to have the National Guard out all the time and have curfews. See how it's all planned out? Say this is the new normal, and there's protests all the time, and I'm wrong about it being just for a week or whatnot. Let's just say there's protests all over the nation now, like here in Corona. Then yeah, they're going to bring out the National Guard and stuff. But see that's part of their plan. See, they created an organization. You protest, you cause all this problem, or they have agents from outside causing all these problems, dropping off bricks and all these kind of things and tagging buildings. You know, like you see people on social media that are not black, that are not protesting. They're just tagging buildings. They're like agents. And then that gives them reason to, you know, we need martial law, or we need curfew enforced throughout the week. And that's going to be the new normal. And then if you want to go inside a restaurant or this and that, you have to have a vaccine. Think about that. You know, you have to have some kind of documentation that proves that, you know, you're not a threat to the healthcare industry and, you know, the health of other people. That's how these things work. I mean, look, this is a very quiet. I mean, quarantine or not, this is not going to be this full. Unless there's a baseball game going on, and then it's packed. Or Ramadan, and then it was packed. But obviously, all religious institutions have been closed for the past, 90 days and whatnot. Or not 90 days, maybe like 60 days, right? And guess what? Next week, they're going to have Jummah prayers. All of a sudden, they can have Jummah prayers because their real God has told them that it's allowed now. See what I'm saying? Their real God is the Jal. Their real Lord is the system. The system tells them how to think. The system tells them how to pray. The system tells them how Allah is defined. The system tells them how your God is defined. The system tells you, well, what is that? That's the Antichrist. That is the Jal. That is the system. And the system only exists when you give power to the system. By how? How do you give power to the system? The system is by being complicit in what they're telling you. To go along with it. To not question them. Because the system is the Jal. The system is the Antichrist. And every religious system, every religious people, Christians, Muslims, they have fallen into that polarity. They're led by their religious institutions, right? But those religious institutions are allowed to stay there for a certain reason. The mainstream are sheep, led by the shepherd. Okay, the shepherd is a wolf in sheep's clothing. They act like they're amongst the people that make up the system of the Jal. They're everyday people that have given up their divine rights, right? Divineness, the divinity, to the illusion, the dunya, the false reality, which is this illusion. This is all matrix. That's what magic is. Magic or metaphysics is understanding this matrix. You know that there's, the word of God created the atom, right? The atom Kadmon. The atom is the reflection of the divine. And Adam, for example, in Kabbalah, in the 10 Sephiras, right? The 10 Sephiras. But then there's 10 dimensions, you can say. And each dimension has a certain color. Okay, and each dimension has a certain vibration. And you can invoke that vibration through your consciousness. Because your breath, your soul is the divine. That is the light. That is the nur. That is Allah. How can it not be? How can it not be? How can your soul not be the divine? People have to wake up. This is what all this is actually a reflection. All this chaos happening is a reflection of your internal collective consciousness, your internal mind. And if you are like the rest of the people and you're part of that collective consciousness, as in like I am too, but see, I don't let it affect me. I don't let these things affect me. I didn't even know there was a protest going on. You know, I didn't know this guy got killed by the police in Minnesota until yesterday. The thing is, it's not like, I don't want to use. I'm out here in the divine nature. Okay, I'm in here doing my breath away. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I was created to do. It's to honor the divine. And how do you honor the divine? You honor the divine through you. You need to honor the divine through you without making those attachments. How you think it's supposed to be, how you've been told it is. Look. See? They are worshiping the divine. They are a frequency from the divine, and they only do what rabbits do. Animals are simple for you. If everything is within, everything is a reflection, right? Then a rabbit, what does a rabbit signify if it's a reflection of you? It signifies polarities. There's two polarities of a rabbit. A rabbit is a very scared kind of creature, right? It a loud sound, it runs away, right? And you see them guarding. They have a lot of predators around. You know, from coyotes to these hawks, you know, and a nice place. I mean, let me look at that. It looks beautiful. It does. You know, it looks beautiful. But the temple is you. You are the temple. Between your head. That's why they call this a temple. The temple region, the temple is right here. You are the temple of the divine. When you know that, then of course, your building, your body's that building, right? Your body's that temple. So are you going to put inside of it things that harm you? Are you going to just take everybody's word for it? Like you have been? I was taking everybody's word for it. You know, only because they were perceived authority figures. You know, oh, they have a lot of money. Okay, they're successful. They have this degree, that degree. They have this business. Then you got to listen to them because the community at large puts those people in a higher status. Now there could be somebody in the community that is active, but their job is like you know, not that glamorous, right? Maybe it's like they own a party store or they own a strip club, right? Imagine that, a Muslim owning a strip club. It's possible, right? There's a lot of people like that, but they're still Muslim, right? But see, even them, if they go to the masjid daily, right? If they go to the masjid weekly and they own a strip club, they're just gonna be told, hey, you should do something else. Or, you know, if they even found out what they do, they're ostracized, you know, which is understandable. But guess what? They're still gonna be held up in high esteem because they have a lot of money. Oh, they have a lot of money, but they had to do this bad thing. Okay, but inshallah, Allah will give you another avenue. And the whole time they you know, keep on taking the money. I'm gonna turn this around. Australia and Ontario. I should do my sacred geometry right here in the corner. Alright. I'm gonna watch people. Alright. So you, my friends, are the temple of the divine. How I got from that, from the title of this is the BLM Metaphysics, but everything is connected. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying is that everything is an illusion. Everything in this reality wants to take your energy away. It wants to take your attention away. Attention from what? Attention from the truth of yourself. Attention that you are the only one that is real. Does it mean that you can destroy other people around you? Okay, what I mean is not that you're the only one that is alive. Okay, then to be really alive, a real human with all the chakras active, the hue, all of it, all the colors, right? The hue, the human. To be really human, you have to come out of the beastly mentality of the reptilian mind. To be really human, you have to come out of that the reptilian mind. See, a lot of us are stuck in the reptilian mind, like animals. Am I saying reptiles are bad? No, I love reptiles. In fact, I honor reptiles. I honor them. Because guess what? I honor that part of me within me. And it does not run amok anymore. It used to. Because the reptilian mind wants to stay secure. The reptilian mind only thinks about its own survival. And guess what? There is no survival. We're all gonna die. So why is it concerned about survival? I'm saying is that reptilian mind is the lower mind. And once you have it under control, it cannot be its own way of controlling itself. See, the reptile is not controlled, cannot come up with this. Okay, the reptile part of you cannot give you the solution that you're looking for. It is the effect reality. All this is part of the reptilian brain. All of this is part of the reptilian mind. Your body is part of your body's a reptile, basically. Don't you need sun? Don't you need the sun? Don't you need the temperature at a certain temperature, otherwise you're gonna die of hyperthermia? Don't you need, doesn't your skin look like scales when you really look into it? Don't you shed skin? Okay, don't you regenerate parts of your body? Your liver, your skin, actually. Like a reptile, we are reptilians. And now you can tap into that part of you. Once you understand that, then you become a shapeshifter. Shapeshifter. You can become a shapeshifter. By how? By understanding this reality, this illusion, understanding this matrix, understanding the metaphysics, understanding different ancient, sacred sciences, like Metatronic science, like Kabbalah, like Sufi mysticism, like all the Eastern systems, that now science, which is the reptilian brain's answer to the unknown, is science, is modern science, because it only comes from that part of the mind. But now, science is now starting to catch up to spirituality. That's the crazy part. Quantum physics, right? Quantum physics says that there's these light particles and how the observer, when the wave is observed, it collapses based on what the observer you are viewing or you're thinking. And literally, reality molds to you. So nothing is random. It's just that if you want more control of your reality, of your emotions, you have to get that reptilian mind of yours in control. And I don't recommend doing it in a harsh way, you know, like, I think if you can befriend that reptile part of you and kind of like show it a higher, show it a higher reality, and eventually and set things around it so it feels safe, and all these practices. That's why people meditate. That's why there's meditation practices. That's why there's different breath work, all these kind of things. These are tools that help you get out of your reptilian mind and keep that reptile subdued, under control, like your dragon. Like, train your dragon, right? It's like you can, or that Black Beauty. There's a movie in the 80s I used to watch, Black Stallion. Okay, it's like this black horse that was very powerful, but it could not be tamed, and this girl tamed it, and it became like a really, that's what your body is. You tame your body with love, with different vibrations you give to it, different colors you set around it. The higher mind does this, and the lower mind does it. The higher mind causes it, and the effect is of the lower mind. Everyone's happy, see? Yeah, get out of the reptile mind. I'll talk more about that in the next episodes, but I just wanted to talk real quick and get back into my meditation and different. Actually, I was studying something right now, and I'm going to get back into it. Remember, this is a illusion. It's not anyone's illusion but yours. That's the one thing I can tell you. It's not anyone's illusion except yours. Your own illusion. And whatever you give power to, whatever you give thought to, whatever you give your energy to, that expands. That's the law. Okay? Take care, everyone. Peace.